What's up, guys? Excalibur here. Just want to do a quick daily recap of the basically the market and what happened with our callouts today. Today we opened up at right here. We had a nice push up, a big sell off, nice push up. Definitely crazy movements, intraday movements between the market. Had a nice push up. Called that SPX right here. Beautiful top where we have rejected multiple times from the CPI data right here. One rejection, two, almost three, four, and now five. So it's definitely getting weaker. Also, if you look at we're in a range. We're just in a range. We're, bouncing between 40, 50, and basically 40, 3980. Did this multiple times. I don't like taking intraday calls if these areas aren't fresh. These aren't really bounces I like to see. I like to see if we do bounce here, I like to see a higher high. And we didn't make a higher high there. We made one there. We made one there, and we made a higher low there. So we started getting bullish towards the end, but definitely had that sell off at 40, 40, 40, 50. Um, Intraday, I missed that open was pretty smart. If you looked at where today's the 16th, where we did sell off 15 minute. We could have taken this little doji right here. And then right at open, you can see how he pushed up into it and sold off pretty well. Pushed at open, big sell off, kind of a double bounce, pushed up into it again. So we technically could take two puts there. Um, I think I got SPY puts down here. I just kind of a little biased and a little bit predicting, which that's what guy caught me in my runner. But kind of predicting that, how many times we've hit this zone. It's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. But, for some odd reason, there's a strong buyer at 39.80 and there's a strong seller at 40.50. It's just unbelievable crazy. And you turn on VWAP going straight through the price action. Definitely when you do VWAPs in your EMAs going through price like this is what chop, this is what I say chop is. Not really I got my son right behind me. Not really staying on one side, staying on the other side, having nice bounces off of it, just straight through. But we did take a SPY put, had a really nice average out, and then the runner kind of didn't do anything. It was 0 day, 0 days. You know, we had 390. It was a little bit out of the money. Definitely shouldn't have held on to that. One day our runners will go the right way. I just feel like every time I hold on to a runner, it just goes into the wrong direction. We had a nice SPY put at when did I alert that one? At right after noon. So we caught this, right here. This is where I caught it right here. Nice rejection. Um, Nice little comeback right here. I think I'm pretty sure I got it 1209. Yeah, I caught it right when we came up into this candle a little bit and didn't push up to a high here. And we fell, played it to VWAP. Perfect play right there. No complaints. Some other things, just go over some other things. VIX, nice little decline. With the market going red, VIX was definitely nice and red. That's what we like to see. We want VIX to start heading down to its 20s, and the moves in the market are definitely going to pay a lot better, but they should be smaller moves. Apple, I did say it's 147. I almost literally I wrote it down, but I had to go pick up my son. But it was at 12 o'clock. When it rejected right here. Nice little rejection. Actually came down and hit my PT almost perfectly right here. Would have been a nice little put right here. Um, Definitely hard when my son likes to watch Google Maps when we drive, so he's on my phone. So I try to exit all plays. AMD has just been on a straight beast mode from everyone picking up from 83. Tesla, I didn't really nothing really special about Tesla. Maybe a possible kind of a smaller time frame rejection here. came up, end of day rejection there. But Tesla's premiums are still overinflated with the IV right now. Facebook, I did hit this my zone right here, pretty nice short. I was waiting for Facebook to actually hit 200 to see a bounce, but we didn't hit it towards the end of the day. Microsoft, wow, that hit wow, that hit that perfectly. I just noticed that. I didn't really look at plays towards the end of the day. I was taking care of some housework, but that hit that to the time. I think it was an hour, 2 hour. Yeah, that 2 hour doji. You have a drop, base, and then a huge drop. So, we came back up to that price and sold off again. That was pretty crazy cool. Nvidia, I was definitely upset about Nvidia. Man, I was looking for that break below. I was looking the wrong way. I like to say, buy the pullback, don't buy the breakout, and I was just looking the wrong way on here. We had an hour right here. No, we had there 10-minute, kind of lower time frame though. But you can see the 16th we had that drop, nice push up, and then we had, look at this big sell. This is what you really need to look for. 3% move to the downside right there. You want price to come back up to that last bullish candle, that basing candle, and we come up to it. Boom, sold off again. Also earlier in the day we had, this was the one I was really mad about. That was another one. So I think it was 30-minute or 2 hour. So I had a 45-minute, but I took a 45-minute off. I know it was 15-minute right here. So we had, this initial 15-minute right here. And then, when we hit into new supply, usually we create new supply. And that's why most of the times you see these kind of, wrong one, you kind of see these wedges forming in these triangles. And that's just what we're doing. We're bouncing between, supply and demands. This supply right here, we came up, touched it here, but we created a new supply. So what do? We come up and touch this. We create a new supply. What do? We come up and touch it and create another new supply, and we fall from there. That's why I always say the trend is your friend. If this stock is technically going down, so your supplies are definitely your friends right here. But right here, I was looking for that break and hold below that 173. I forgot to look at the top side. When you get in the stocks up here, your risk to reward is way better than actually playing this breakout below. And if we did play that breakout, we would have lost anyways. So that's why you see these triangles starting to form kind of like this. You're just getting closer and closer, supply and demand. Eventually one's going to win, just like ES did today. We're coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And eventually, look, we broke above this one right here where we hit once, twice, 3 times. And finally we broke above, broke here, and then fell. So eventually one is going to win, but you could tell, this is the same thing as a triangle. You're every time you hit a demand, you kind of create a new demand. Every time you hit a supply, you kind of create a new supply, kind of on a lower time frame. But that was kind of heard about Nvidia, but still killing it, guys. Definitely crazy intraday swings. Runners. It's hard to keep a runner unless you pick that perfect direction. But like any runner today on Nvidia, you wouldn't want nowhere. Just overall chop, but intraday, you could scalp that 3% each direction. But look at the daily candle. We didn't really move much from open to close, only 1%. ES daily candle pretty small, but we had those nice intraday moves. Scalps, get your 20%, get out. That's the main thing. When we're in a zone like we are, if you're looking back at ES right here, we're just, we're right here. We're just bouncing back and forth. Buy puts up here, buy calls down here, buy puts up here. Keep doing that until it fails. You could have got puts when we came up here again, and you would have failed. But if you stuck that strategy, you won once, twice, but you failed here, but you have a stop loss. So technically, with that strategy, you've won 2 out of 3, and you have that stop loss. So you still made pretty good money. That's why I like supply and demand. Just keep going back to where they're selling, keep going back to where they're buying. So tomorrow, I think they're gonna try to push that 40-50 again. They might have to bring the price down to grab attention to more buyers, bring more buyers in here, but definitely playing price action of the overall day. But we do have Powell at 2 p.m. So with his little speech and a few other Fed speakers, I think a couple after hours too. Um, Definitely going to Powell alone is going to control the market, I think, in a direction or the other, or we're just going to chop till him and then eventually the volume comes in. But pretty overall day, I was a little bearish. I thought Friday's rally wasn't going to survive. The 13th, we had a nice rally up, drop, nice rally up, but we did end the green. Last weekly candles were super, super scary, but ended up pretty nice. We just need to take that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red weeks in a row. We need to, finally get a green week, and we should see, I'm looking for that 50% right here. Intraday, I'm looking for that kind of that 50% pullback to 4243. So basically 4250 would be my PT if we do want to bounce up and then continue to fall. But of course, we're catalyst driven, news driven, Fed speakers, Biden, all that. So just try to go to it, price action of the day, let alone you could have been done with that first play based on, you see that sell off right before open. We're going to push up to that. We're probably going to push up to that sell off, and then we're going to sell off again. Very rarely are they going to push through that sell off. They bring the price down, then they want to fake you out, and then they drop it. Today was pretty interesting. I think up here or here, they made SPY green, and then they turned SPY green by a little bit, and then they just dropped it. So there's definitely a lot of crazy manipulation. If price action doesn't make sense, it's a good time to take the day off. But overall, nice day. 3 plays. SPX should have held longer. That would have really, really paid out. That would have ended up being, I think it ended at 2 point, maybe 2.5. I think ended. That would have been 100%er if we would have held through. XPX is going to have Tuesdays now, and they're going to start Thursdays next week. So they're going to start doing dailies. So definitely, these scalps right here, we're going to love SPX on this little quick little scalp here. But that should do it for today. Hopefully we get some better movement tomorrow. A lot of choppiness, intraday. It's really hard to alert some things, but sticking to SPY, sticking to QQQ lately, and then just play Nvidia every so often because Nvidia pays really well. And then, I'm kind of slowly narrowing down the tickers to kind of just focus on SPY, and I could have that intraday commentary where I could be like, okay, if we hit the zone again, we're gonna sell off. If we push past, I was saying to my mentorship group, I said we break above 40.26 right here, 40.30, then 40.40. So we had 40.30 here, which was a nice PT, and then we had 40.40, another nice PT. So we pretty much nailed that in our mentorship group if we wanted to go long. And then to downside, I said 4006 was my downside target, which was right here. But we definitely did break below. So hopefully tomorrow we have a little bit better price action and kind of, I hate to say easier plays, but better plays. Hopefully you guys have a great night, and definitely gonna be back streaming tomorrow with pre-market and everything. Definitely don't forget, guys. Don't forget to like my Twitter, my TikTok, Instagram, and definitely like and subscribe this this video. I want to grow this channel so big. I mean, I have so many great things to do for it. Doing daily videos, daily lives. I want to grow this channel. And you guys you guys who watch and take my plays to help me grow with me. But appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good rest of your Monday.